So you've been around fundraising auctions aplenty for 14 years.
Yes.
And what made you decide suddenly to cross the divide and get on stage at a fundraising auction?
I love that you say decision.
Like it was conscious.
Like it was a conscious decision. No, I, as was mentioned, have a 5-year-old, and his preschool was having a charity auction last year, and very last minute, our auctioneer was not able to be there and be on stage. And I said, well, I love being in front of people. I love hosting wine dinners, and I love, bringing a crowd in, and it's what I do. I host maybe 40 to 50 wine dinners a year. It's not anything big for me to be up on a stage and chatting with groups sometimes as big as 100, 150.
Sure.
And I said, well, I put my hand up. I said, well, got this finance degree. I can probably count in succession, right? Like out loud in front of a crowd. So I put my hand up and, volunteered that I would do our 10 lot auction.
Sure.
And I loved it.
Great.
I messed up only once on the numbers.
Okay.
but had a really amazing time up there and realized the impact that someone engaging can have when you're in front of a crowd, and the difference between, raising that extra $10,000 sometimes for a small auction has a huge impact on what that does on the back end. And I was hooked. I was absolutely hooked. So
awesome.
I started digging into it and found your organization.
Great.
Through word of mouth, from friends who've worked with you with charities in San Francisco. And I think the rest is history, and hopefully a very long future ahead.
We're at the prologue.
We're at the prologue of it.
Yes. And I think one of the things I'm really excited about is the wealth of knowledge you bring about being on the vintner side of things. Obviously, this whole conversation is based on that. But how do you think that knowledge how do you think that knowledge empowers you to help charities do better?
I think it allows me to really give charities the right information and allow them to make requests in a way that's maybe not so broad, but a lot more direct, in a way that'll have a much bigger impact on the charity. It allows me also to help them write their lots. I think sometimes, especially with wine lots, a lot's lost in the detail and how special some of these lots are that come in. And I've seen it myself. I've seen booklets. I've seen auctioneers stand up and talk about lots, and I'm going, oh my goodness, this is so much more special. You can totally sell up this point or that point. And for me, I think I bring some of that knowledge on how to really turn a lot that comes in into something that can really turn into really great lot for the charity once it's put forth to the broom.
Fantastic. And I know that you have auction coming up with us very soon. Like, what are you most excited about getting back on stage?
I am most excited about, there is something about that initial energy that you get right there before it all kicks off, where there's just nothing but potential, and you're a key part of that potential. And there's something so amazing about that feeling, and knowing you're going to have a huge impact on this first auction that I'm doing is for children, and something that means so much to me. So to know that I have the potential to make an impact for a lot of kids is so exciting.
Thanks so much for joining me, Suzanne.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it. And thanks all of you for joining us for this conversation as well. As always, you can find all of this on our YouTube channel. And of course, you can find more information about Suzanne on our website at stellarsf.com. Thanks again.